Imagine that you are a photon, a particle of light. You have just been born in the core of a distant star and are flying towards Earth. For me, an observer with a telescope, your journey will take 1,000,000 years. I will have time to be born, live my life, and disappear while you are flying. But what do you feel? Nothing. Einstein's special theory of relativity tells us a crazy thing. For an object flying at the speed of light, time does not exist. Clocks stop. Distance compresses to zero. For you, the photon, the moment of birth and the moment you crash into the camera of my smartphone are the same instant. You did not fly. You were there and immediately became here. This leads physicists to think that our world is not a flowing river, but a frozen four-dimensional crystal, the block universe, where the past, the present, and the future exist simultaneously. All the paths of all photons are already laid out in this crystal, like frozen threads in amber. It turns out we live inside a gigantic static data structure. But here's the question. If you want to create your own universe digitally, how do you repeat this divine crystal? For the last 40 years, we have followed the path of honest physics. We used the Monte Carlo method. It's a great method. We literally bombard the scene with billions of random rays, trying to grope for the truth. We ask reality, what if the ray flies here and here? We are trying to recreate Einstein's crystal manually, with tweezers, assembling the picture atom by atom. It works. It gives amazing accuracy. But for this honesty, we pay a huge price. To calculate how light plays in a glass of whiskey or refracts in a diamond, we need hours of time and the most powerful video cards. We pay with the time of our lives for trying to simulate the laws of physics head-on. But perhaps the universe is arranged more cunningly.
By the way, if you like to dig deeper into things rather than just skim the surface, subscribe to the channel. We're here to dissect reality.
How do you yourself perceive the world? When you look at a glass of water, your brain does not solve Maxwell's equations. You do not calculate the angle of refraction of the beam. Your brain is also a neural network. It looks for patterns. It sees a highlight and thinks, aha, this is a glass pattern. It sees a shadow and completes the form. We do not register reality objectively. We hallucinate it based on experience. And here a frightening and beautiful truth opens. Perhaps the universe itself is built not on rigid formulas, but on these self-repeating patterns. If so, then we do not necessarily have to calculate every photon. We can predict the result. We taught silicon to do the same thing your brain does. Neural networks do not know physics. They did not read optics textbooks, but they saw billions of examples of how light passes through glass, and they learned this pattern. They found a back door in reality. I want to give you the key to this back door, and tool that works not like a calculator, but like an artist. I called it Nano Banana Studio. It is a bridge between your rough geometry and a photorealistic dream. We take a simple blank form from Blender and ask the most powerful neural network, Nano Banana Pro, to fantasize on the theme of this geometry using those very universal patterns. Look what happens. Caustics and dispersion. For the Monte Carlo method, this is the most difficult task, requiring trillions of rays. The neural network simply remembers how light plays in a stone. The result is instant. Architecture. You do not need to configure concrete shaders or look for grass textures. You set the intention, villa, sunset, and the network superimposes the pattern of reality on your form. Or pure fantasy. The neural network becomes your co-author, drawing details that did not exist, but which look absolutely logical. You think it is complicated? No. These are Google technologies that I packaged so that they work at your home in one click.
You do not need to be a programmer. You do not need to know nodes. All you need is your idea and words. This is prompt engineering of a new level. You are no longer an operator setting up a machine. You are a creator who gives an order to reality. And most importantly, it saves not just hours of rendering, it saves years of life. Einstein showed us that the world is more amazing than we thought, and modern technologies show that our consciousness, artificial intelligence, and the universe itself speak the same language, the language of patterns. We stop simply copying the world, we begin to create it. Right now, follow the link in the description. Try Nano Banana Studio. Like this video if you enjoy such journeys into the depths of meaning. And remember, this is just the beginning of our great adventure. Peace to you and health. See you.